Hello, this is Moodle for Teachers.org, and today I'm going to try out WizIQ for conducting an online class. So I've logged into my account on Moodle for Teachers.org, and I am into the session for try out WizIQ. On the right top side, click on Turn Editing On, and once you scroll down, get to the Add an Activity or Resource and click on WizIQ Live Class, Add. Here you need to add the details for the class that you want to conduct. First thing is the title of the class. Let us suppose it's testing. Then is the description, which is not mandatory, but it would come in handy if you want to add it for the attendees. Next is date and time, so I would go ahead with the time-based class, and then we need to check out the time zone. So this is my time zone, that is Asia, Kolkata. And next is schedule for right now. Yes, I want to schedule it for right now, and the duration would be 30 minutes. Other settings for the WizIQ class can be checked out. Whether you want to record this class or not, and the language for the virtual class, so you can decide on these. I will go ahead with the default setting to opt in for recording, and then save and return to course. Right, so it's right here, testing. Once I click on it, I am taken to the class page where it shows the details of the class. Let's say I want to launch the class now because it's been scheduled for right now. Okay, so this is the WizIQ class, and as you can see here, the recording has not yet started, but when you hover the mouse over the recording option, it says preparing the recorder. So either you can wait for it. In the meanwhile, we can check out other options. On the left hand side, you can see there is a class conversation window. This window basically is used for chat. So let's suppose I write a message, and yes, it displays who has sent the message and what the message actually is. On the top bar, you can see there is the first option for timer. So when you click on timer, it actually shows the time remaining for the class. When did it start, time elapsed, and duration that it is for. You also have an option to extend the session by 30 minutes. So right now we'll just go by the default that we've already set. Next is polling. So what is a poll? You need to create a poll. So suppose you want to ask question from the attendees, then you can click on new poll and enter the question here. So I've written the question, and here goes in the answer, and you can add more options if you want by clicking on the plus sign. Next is to save the poll or to publish or to go to the poll list. So let's suppose I save the poll. Alright, so the poll has been saved. Now I go to the poll list, and I can see that the poll is here in the recent polls, and I can opt to publish the poll. So once I click on publish, it says no data. That is because there are no attendees right now, and when I click on the list, the attendee list is empty. So I will just end the poll for now. And that's it. And here you can see now that the recording has started because you can see the red dot blinking. So once the recording has started, you can choose if you want the microphone to be on and the web camera to be on. By default, it is turned on when you log into the class. So I can turn off the microphone. You can see there's a red, that means that it is turned off. Properly you can hear me right now because I am using Screencast-O-Matic, so that is where my audio is getting recorded from. But as far as the class is concerned, the mic is off and the audience will not be able to listen to me. So I'll turn it on back. Next is the camera on or off. So I turn off the camera and now you cannot see me. So that is another option to turn off the camera. Next we come to layout change. So this is the default layout, I feel, wherein you can see the webcam, the chat window. Once you click on layout change, and you can see that the content area becomes the focus of the window and other options have been docked to the left panel. I click on layout change again and you can see that the web camera becomes the focus here. Next, and I am back to the original layout. Next is screen share. So when you click on screen share, so here it asks you whether you want to share the entire screen or the application window. Now suppose I go ahead with sharing the entire screen and click on share. Now the entire screen is getting shared with the audience, and if I go into my PowerPoint presentation, so this is how I can share my PowerPoint presentation using the entire screen, and then I can anytime click on stop sharing. Next we click on screen share again and we go to application window. So here you can see that the web browser that I'm working on is the application available. If you want to share it, I'll say cancel. Next is people. So it shows you how many attendees you have online. Right now there are 0. And next to that is notifications, which again shows you the messages or notifications that are there for you. There are no messages yet. So that's it. That's about notifications. Next we come to the main part, that is content sharing. Now here you can see there is an option new, and when you click on the drop down menu, you can see the first option is whiteboard. When you click on whiteboard, it basically shows you a whiteboard with a panel of options which you can choose from. Suppose I want a brush with purple color, and then I can start drawing, or you can choose a shape if you want and change the color again. And there are other options to add text or an eraser to erase something, and so on. So that is a whiteboard. Next is content. So when you click on content, you can see the library is here. Using this library, you can either choose some content from the library, or you can choose to upload your own files. So choose now, and then you can probably choose a file that you would want to upload. That could be a PPT or a PDF. Suppose I want to share this PPT from the library. Now this is just a preview, and you will have to click on the share option, and now it is being shared with your audience. Again, you can see that while you are sharing your PPT, there is a panel of options available to you for additional markups. Suppose you want to draw something on the existing PPT, and so you can just choose the option and draw it, and you can also write using the text option. Next you can scroll through the slides, and here you can see that this reminder appears that your session is halfway down. It's already 15 minutes, almost 15 minutes, and 14 minutes are left. So if you would want to extend the session by 30 minutes, so I'll say yes. So now this session is available for 44 more minutes. Okay, coming back to the content. So this was about sharing the PPT. Next is media player. For the media player, you would probably need to have some data available in the library to share in the media player. So I'll close this for now. Next is the code editor. This is a pretty interactive code editing tool that you have within the WizIQ. So you can choose which language do you want to write the code in. Currently you have three options: CSS, HTML and JavaScript. Suppose I want to write the code in HTML. I will choose that. From here you can select the themes and the size of the text. Okay, so I will start writing. As you can see, I only wrote the opening tag for HTML and it automatically gave me the closing tag. Next, I will write the head tag and it gives me the closing head tag. So on and so forth. You can add the code here and you can decide which language you want to write the code in, and then you have an option to save it. It gets downloaded, or you also have an option to open. So this was a previously written code which you can open in the code editor. Alright, so next what we have is save to PDF. Now what it does is it saves the current session in a PDF format. Save to PDF. Nothing to print. Okay, so now that I have the content being shared, it is asking me whether I want to just save everything or save the content only. I'll say save everything, and it saves the current session into the PDF format. Now what I would like to do is I would like to close the class and come back again. So let us see what happens if I abruptly close the class window. I will close it from here and I click on launch class again, and you can see that the class is going on. It was not stopped in between because I abruptly closed the window. It appears to be at the same stage where I left it, with the chat available and the content that I was presenting. And when you click on the timer again, you can see that the timer is still going on. So the session actually did not end. To end the class or the session, you need to click on end this session. So once I click on end this session, it asks, are you sure if you want to end it? And I say yes, and take me out. Close the window, and yes, now the class is over. Now if you click on launch class again, it says that the class has completed because we ended the session. So that's about using WizIQ, and thank you very much.